Good morning, Reds. Welcome back to the Kop TV. I am here today instead of Gilly, as you can see. Unfortunately, can't be with us. He is at a funeral, so if you could all send him some lovely messages and comments, that would be great. But I am joined today by another lovely man, a Scouse man. His name is Joe.
Love
You've
it.
all seen him
you
before.
are my hype man, aren't you?
I know, lad.
Love
I always big this guy up. How are you doing today, Joe, lad?
I'm good, mate. I mean, off camera as well. You were bigging me up as well,
Yeah,
so I'm
honestly,
feeling
lad.
good today. You know, honestly.
I'm one of them, polishing it, lad, getting it ready.
You are, mate, yeah, I'm feeling electric, honestly. Yeah, love it.
Good, lad. Yeah, I'm all right myself, lad. It's a bit cold today now, isn't it? It's gone. The weather's dropped a little bit.
I
lad.
like it, mate. Yeah, I can't cope with the.
We're Scousers, aren't we, lads?
I can't cope with the sun.
Get me jumper on and all of that stuff.
Yeah, it's awful.
Feels nice. So we weren't supposed to do this show because of what was talked about with Gilly, but he said last night, right, let's jump into it. And me and Joe thought we would take an opportunity to have a show together. So we've got some hot topics to talk about. It's the international break at the moment, so there are a little bits that we can't talk about. But we are going to start with the big one, which is contract.
Ooh.
Yeah,
See
contracts.
the mood go down there.
Yeah, it's a heavy situation. Lad. There's 3 players. We all know who they are. Virgil van Dijk,
Yeah.
Trent, and
Salah.
Unfortunately, lad. Yeah.
And the way he was Salah, like in that interview at United, I was like, why is he saying all this? And then he mentions it again and again.
I know.
Innit?
I know, lad. I think what he's actually doing, in my opinion, is trying to get the club to...
He's playing the game, isn't he?
He's like, this is my last year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Liverpool
I know.
gives a contract. I think he's happy to stay. If you looked at it right, so Virgil, I've got a few quotes here. Virgil has been quoted to say that he feels quite calm about it, which for me, to be honest with you, that feels quite reassuring. Like it does. Because it seems like he's like, yeah, I'm boss. They know I'm boss. They're going to give me a contract. Sound.
But that's just Virg, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 years anyway.
And he just like, well... But I don't know if I took it that way, though. I think maybe...
How did you take it?
It's a bit like... He's like, I'm in no rush, and also, I know I've still got it, so... You know, it's up to them, but also if they don't want to do it, then, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? That's how I took it. But.
Yeah, and you can see that actually because the other day on an interview, he was asked about World Cups for the Netherlands.
Was he, yeah?
Yeah, he said, I want to play another World Cup because I know I'm more than good enough. I'm the captain of Liverpool and I feel physically excellent. I think he said that on a Sky Sports interview or something. So yeah, I agree. It could be a little bit like super confident in himself. But I'd like to think, as a Liverpool supporter, he's just happy to stay here. I don't know where else he would go. He could probably go anywhere in the world, but it just seems fitting for him to end his career at Liverpool. It seems fitting for all of them to end their career at Liverpool, but particularly Virgil, lad, he's been the bedrock, lad.
The difference,
yeah.
Annie. The difference in the new era, isn't he?
Yeah.
And with Klopp, like, it was Alisson and Van Dijk, those two just made the difference, haven't they? And they've just been creaming it since, really. I mean, I know we haven't, you know, maybe won as much as we should have, trophy-wise, but he's been obviously just the spine of the team, mature from day one, really, wasn't he? And he's just got better. And he's gone like lower gears, and he come in at like gear 2, and now he's just gear 1.
I remember when he had that injury as well. That was about how old was he?
Pickford nailing him as well.
He was in like some dangerous years to get an injury like
his
that.
Prime, it should be, innit? Like
and
28.
He's come back, lad, and he's just as good as he. Maybe not, yeah, he is. I'll say he's just as good as he was, lad. And like you've just been saying, lad, he's been the bedrock alongside with Ali. So we need to keep him. And I feel like I was saying about Salah, I feel like he is also one of these individuals. They play forever. They just play until they're like 36, 38, lad. Like 37. Like, they are physically different to footballers 20 years ago. Like, everyone died off around 33, 34. But these are physically better, lads. So I just feel like Virgil.
And Virgil's style of play as well, mate.
Mentally.
Like, he's not gonna get injured easily because he's not flying in.
No,
he's in the best. He's in the best position possible.
Yeah.
In the most scenarios, isn't he? So.
It's true, lad. His style actually lends itself to longevity.
It he stays away from the madness because he knows he doesn't have to like jump in there. But I mean, there's only been a few occasions where we've gone, can he not throw a leg in? But it's very like you can talk about maybe 2 scenarios I can think of where we questioned his defending.
And that's
how many seasons has he played? And how many games and all?
He's a colossus, mate.
Exactly.
So if we were to give him a contract, how long do you reckon we give him, lad?
It's got like 2 or 3 years in it.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
And money-wise,
3
well,
years. Yeah.
It's because the problem with this is right. Is we all know FSG's model. We've supported Liverpool for ages now, and we've had them as owners. It's a sustainability model, right? So they usually invest in younger players like Gravenberch and stuff, and they hope that they can either sell them on or they become a success at Liverpool. And being that Virgil is 33, it doesn't quite play into his favour.
It's a risk in it, but but you always make exceptions in it. Like, how long did we string Milner on for?
A long time. That's fair, lads. That's fair.
We
I also feel like Milner though was quite happy not to take pay cuts, but to not ask and demand for a really high pay cut.
I think he's just very, like, working class, isn't he?
Yeah, he's top fella.
Whereas, Verge, we can't even speak about Verge going manage Verge's game time. We're nowhere near managing Verge's game time, are we? I don't think, anyway.
Yeah, that's the point, isn't it?
But the thing is, like, that it's the successes in it. It's like the centre backs. Who are them? Who do we feel comfortable enough to be like, yeah, Verge's contract's dwindling away? Who do we feel comfortable? And you're talking about the model of selling players as well. Most of our centre backs will get sold for a good 30+ million, I think. I mean, like, concept, quality, young, loads of potential, but obviously he's Verge's successor, and he should be. And he's still, maturing as well as Kanate, and then we've got, like, who else is on the, Gomez. And
how much would Virgil van Dijk go for now, do you reckon?
I don't know.
I know his contract's over.
I think about 40 mil.
40 mil, I agree, lad. 50 mil.
Obviously, we need to get him in the contract, though, first, so he'll go for free. Imagine that. That'll be a big loss.
Honestly, lad, how despicable would it be that the 3 best players in our team, Mo Salah, Trent, and Virgil, all go for a free? I was looking at something, a funny stat as well, about Messi. How does anybody explain that these players go for free? Players like Messi, he's never been bought by anybody, lad.
Yeah, people can't understand that,
It's football business.
But no one can afford him, though, that's different.
No, it's true, true. So then, Virgil, I'd love to keep him, I think. He's been, like what I said, he's the yardstick for a defender right now. If you look at William Saliba, lad, he's copied his entire flow. Like,
I like him though. He's good.
Yeah, he's boss.
Good.
Insane,
really good.
Lad. Incredible. Next one up, lad. So, next one, big one. Trent, lad.
Trent.
This is the one I'm most worried about, Joe.
I think, I know, and it's funny because I'm like, in my head, sort of accepting that if he makes the decision to go, I'll be okay with it.
Same, and I don't want to do that.
I know, it's sad, isn't it?
It's like...
But like, I don't want it to be the big... I mean, the Gerrard news with all the transfer news about Chelsea and all that, and it was just madness, and no one wants them to go, and everyone thought he was a traitor or whatever, but Liverpool are in a different era now.
Yeah,
Liverpool are, like, back in that top 4, competing for trophies every season, so Trent isn't leaving them as a mid-table sort of, maybe getting a Champions League trophy. No, he's not leaving behind, and we've got quality everywhere, but I don't want him to go, on the record, by the way, but I would feel like I'm proud of a Scouser to like go and like do a job somewhere else. But then you look at where else can he go, as in to a bigger club. I mean, that the only one is like Real in it.
That's
only
not even
I'll
like be happy for. I'm not happy.
Yeah, no, I don't really like them,
at all. But I can't imagine Trent's right back for Real Madrid pinging balls to Mbappe, lad.
Mate, I'd probably get a Real Madrid job just for around the house.
Trent on the back.
Trent on the back, yeah.
It's one of them where you
66 with Real Madrid shirt with 66. No, don't go there. No, I know. But I don't like. I think he as well. He hasn't wanted to chat about it in the media, has he? But
he said, lads.
I just think it's funny that the club haven't sorted it out, innit? Because he is the best right back. Right, like, you can't buy a better right back, I don't think.
No, you can't, lad.
Especially in the Premier League, and you can talk about his defending. His defending's absolutely fine and at a hygiene level. And obviously, actually, the international break there is like that pass to Gordon. We'll get on to it anyway. Contracts, but any words on Trent, mate? I've been feeling,
I've said it to him. I've said this, right? So it's exactly what you just said. Where Liverpool are in a completely different era to Steven Gerrard. When we were at Gerrard, we needed him. He was a key component. He was the team. In fact,
it would just crumble.
Was based around him. So without him, we would have suffered, lad, and Liverpool fans knew that. Without Trent, can Liverpool be successful? Probably. They can.
Yeah, Bradley looks, really good.
He does. He's a solid. He's not. He hasn't got that passing variety.
Yeah.
But having said that, the way I see this now, this battle between Liverpool and Trent is Liverpool owe Trent trophies and success because he's already gave that to the club. He's already won everything.
Oh yeah,
he's done his job. He's vice captain now, lad. He's 25. He's in his prime. It's up to him what he does, and it's up to Liverpool how they look after him now. I don't think he owes Liverpool anything.
No,
and that's the hard part. That's why we're saying if he does go to Real Madrid, we'll clap him on, thank him, lad. Be happy to see a Scouser in Real Madrid, but please don't go. Just don't, lad.
Honestly, yeah. That I think with the Gerrard thing, you could see it crippling Gerrard, like the weight.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see Gerrard without the weight on him.
Yeah.
Imagine how good he could have been.
Yeah.
If he had a team around him and us as well. So yeah, I hate to harp on about Jaya, but it's
well,
Trent, it's the Scouse thing, it's the playmaker in him, it's the game changingness, isn't it? Yeah.
He's Scouser. You seen it after the United game, the homage that he did, lad. See all the little
videos.
the
edits of him. Oh, I know. I was loving that.
Yeah. Take a big strike on that, and then it cut to Trent, and then
I knew exactly what they were doing. I was like, I'm waiting for that. Yeah.
Glorious,
in the kit as well, the same kit, wasn't it?
White and black, right and red, lads.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he studied his hands and everything. Now he kissed the camera and everything. It was mad. But yeah, don't leave, lads. Honestly, like Trent, we need you, lad. We want you to stay badly. I think that's the one I'm most worried about. Would you say that's the one you're most worried about?
I would say, I don't know. I'm probably least worried, as in like, I don't know, because I'm at peace with it. I don't know. It's weird. I feel weird about it. I wouldn't say that's the one I'm less worried about. I
guess for me, right,
most worried about.
Trent could be at Liverpool for the next 8 years if we wanted to be. 8 years until he's 33, 32. If this pivotal moment in this contract negotiation works out for us and we sign him for another 5-year deal, like he can play for another 8 years, sign him for a 5-year deal. I'm made up with that because I know the security of my team is there. Do you get what I mean?
No, definitely. We're not under the illusion of like we've got a complete squad, by the way, innit?
No,
we
don't.
We definitely need Trent because he's been, he changes games, doesn't he? With one pass or whatever, gets us going. But I think it's going to be sad if he decides to. But I wouldn't be. Cry. Yeah. But we'd be supportive. I think as a larger fan base, maybe there'll be a few that think he's a traitor or whatever.
Definitely sting to see him go to the team that's beat us twice in the Champions League final. But it would be cool, as you said. Right? I just don't want to talk it into existence, lad. Please stay. But we won't begrudge it. Anyway, next one. Salah, lads. So we just touched on it before. After the United game, he come out and he said, "This is my last game, my last season at the club." But you never want to hear players like that say, right? That's
and it could be my last game at United at Old Trafford as a Liverpool player as well. He added that, didn't he? He added that like he was alluding to another Premier League club as well.
You wouldn't do that to us, would you? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that, lad.
Well, it's up to the club to make sure he doesn't.
Yeah, but where would he? No, lad, no, you wouldn't do that, would you, lad? I can't see him in another Premier League club. Anyway, he has since been seen Fabrizio Romano, the man with the transfer talks. He's since come out and tweeted saying that the club is absolutely trying to keep Mo Salah, and there are going to be some talks. I think there's going to be talks with all 3 players, to be quite honest with you. They're all going about it in different ways. But I genuinely think that the club should do everything to keep all 3 of them. But if they couldn't keep all 3, Joe, out of Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who are you prioritising, lad?
It's like, which one of me siblings would you kill?
I
don't want any of them to die. If I could give contracts to just 2 and
just 2 of them.
Go, it's probably
horrible,
Salah and Van Dijk, probably Salah and Van Dijk.
Really? Yeah. Why?
Because I think that Trent, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, the thing is, right, it's the slot unknown era. We're 3 games in, which is great, but that's nothing in it compared to a long season. But I would say, I just feel like Trent, I wouldn't want to hold him back, innit? Don't know.
What a lovely man. This is why I big him up so much. He doesn't want to hold Trent back. I do. Stay with those lads, I'll, please, stay. Who would I prioritise out of the 2? Such a horrible question.
I know,
when I writ this down, I was like, this would be good for the clip, so let's just get down to it, Who would I prioritise? You're not going to like this one, lad.
Go on.
Trent and Virgil. I love Salah. I really do, lad. And you can't get a goal scorer like him. You actually can't. But I just think Trent, at the age that he is, we could keep him for that long. I just need him. And I do think that what you said about the centre-backs, there is nobody in our team quite like Virgil. Yeah. If Gerald Quansah learns for the next few years from Virgil, then maybe
gap, though, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe he can take over, lad. I don't know yet. We've also had links to players like Bremer. I don't know if you've seen the link that we've had with Juventus defender. He's 27 at the moment. He's a decent little defender. But I think I want to keep hold of Trent. I'd be happy to see him go in the sense of if he goes, I'd be happy.
No, I want to keep him. I want to keep him as well.
I want him there, and it's so bad to say that I'll get rid of Mo Salah because he's the best player that we've ever had, probably. Lad.
I was just gonna say that, mate. Like he's up, like he's up there, isn't he? With the top 5 best ever Liverpool players, and he's currently playing for us and scoring and assisting right now.
This is the thing, lad.
Mate, you'll watch this back in 10 years and go, "Oh, I took Mo Salah for granted there."
It's one of them, lad, because maybe you put it, like, in my opinion, this is my opinion.
Go on.
If you've done an all-time Premier League XI, yeah, Mo Salah's in it.
He's in there.
He's the right winger.
Yeah. He's in there just purely on stats as well.
Yeah,
not even the style of play, but as a winger, I mean, as a new era of wingers, like he was the...
There's no argument to take him out of it, lad, in my opinion.
He was the model for every team to go, actually, like, let's just back our wingers and let them go forward. But actually, Klopp, the slot era, Klopp era, it's bad at it, I just said Klopp era. The slot era, the wingers recovering are mad. I know we'll get onto it in a bit, but like, I love it. The way that Salah's running more than ever, and Salah's getting the ball deeper than ever.
Yeah.
And is as good, because I used to hate him coming deep and getting the ball.
As well, lad.
I know. There you go.
Hell are you, bro?
Stats.
Like,
stats,
genuinely.
man.
This is why Liverpool, we're talking about hypothetical, so don't make them hypothetical. Just give them whatever money they want and keep them, because they're the spine of the team, and that'll lend us success going forward in the next 5 years and help the younger players coming into the team. But anyway, contract talks have been everywhere all over the internet, and I just thought that we needed to talk about it and we needed our opinion out there.
One last question though, before we go on that, and before we move on. What do you reckon, is Slot, like, looking at those three, and does he want all three to sign new contracts? There's a question for you. I know we're talking about the club and the fans and whatever, but what's Slot thinking for his new era? Like, does he want to keep them? I don't know. Like, does he want to keep all three? I don't know. Obviously, he
started all three every game, which tells me he thinks they're very good footballers.
And he's been taking Trent off, but that's not because, it's just like keeping fresh, innit?
Yeah.
I understand that. I think so anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, I hope
it
so.
It wouldn't be some, I don't know, he might be an absolute psychopath and he's just playing mind games.
The maddest thing is about what I've just said is the team would probably do better if Trent left. Because we don't have a natural replacement for Salah or a natural replacement for Virgil, but we do have a natural replacement for Trent in Conor Bradley. Not the same player, but definitely a solid right back. We don't have a solid right winger, and we don't really have a solid leader in centre back. So that's mad for me to say I want to keep Trent when that's the only real replacement in the team. So,
but I think when people play us, the one they're worried about is Trent. The one they have to.
And Salah.
Go to the tactics. Yeah, but Salah, I think you've got loads of videos on Salah and his movements and his goals and his stats. But with Trent, it's so unpredictable, and his passing range and everything, like how he can unlock people. So the tactics board they're going to be scratching heads every time they play Liverpool with Trent.
Especially because he's always floating everywhere. You don't actually know where he's going to be set on the pitch, lad.
I know.
This is horrible discussions, honestly. Like,
we can move on now.
Klopp left last season, and then we're talking about the three best players for it. It's horrible, and it transitions are fucking vile, lad.
It's exciting, though.
Stop doing this to us, buddy. Right, okay.
All right.
So it's an international break, so we're going to talk about the lads and how they're getting on during the international break. And we will start with Mache. So there was a lot of news about him. Yeah, seen his t-shirt.
There we go.
Cool that t-shirt. I spotted it. It's a little subtle one, but it's lovely. Mache scored a goal in their 3-0 win against, who was it? Was it Venezuela? I think it was somebody like that. Venezuela.
Oh, yeah.
They won anyway, and he scored a brilliant little goal, running from deep, slotted it in. But he come off on the 79th minute with discomfort, and it seemed to be in his abductors. So the next day, he didn't train with the team, as the manager said. They are playing tomorrow against, is it? It's a big team, I think they're playing. Anyway, they're playing tomorrow, so we'll see if he plays. If he does, then that's great, right? Because we want him to come back to Liverpool fit. He's been absolutely monumental. Some would say pivotal in that double pivot. Yeah. That's good.
I like that.
So yeah, I think we need him to come back fit. Have you seen any news on him, on the injury at all?
I think he's. It's less worse than people make out, but it's always like
the media goes mad, don't they?
And us as well. Like, as soon as we hear of a player getting injured in international break, there's another one again. And
sort of highlights the depth, doesn't it? It highlights that we did need another midfielder, so a little bit, because when you think about Mache or Gravenberch dropping out, you're like, Endo, that's it.
Endo, I know, yeah. And even Endo now, like, we look at him going, is he actually good enough to play for us anymore? I don't know. I mean, the first 3 games, it's really, that's all we can judge on.
And honestly, like, the first 3 games that we played have been... And talking about the first 3 games, Lucho's been fantastic in them first 3 games, yeah?
I know. He's my favourite.
Lad, he's insane. Like, honestly,
my new favourite, mate.
Can you imagine that we were going to try and replace him with Anthony Gordon? Are you mad?
People chat.
Hey, is everyone mad? Hey, Lucho Diaz.
I love Gordon though as well, by the way.
Yeah,
I think he's boss.
We do. He's boss, but
yeah.
Lucho Diaz, in my opinion, he is a better player, lad. He is.
And he gets a fair amount of stick for his finishing last season as well.
What's he doing this
and the
season,
pub as well.
lad?
But I'm like, oh, just wait. But also, even if he doesn't finish those chances, he's just chaos.
Yeah,
he's just magic. And getting him on the ball, just raw pace scares everyone.
His one-on-one ability is one of the best in the league. If not, is anyone better than one-on-one?
Yeah,
or somebody.
But the thing is, he's got no fear. Like, and he's not asked if he loses the ball. It's fine. I'll just do it again. I'll try and do it again, innit? And he just runs himself into the ground every game, doesn't he?
Got that South American tenacity, lad.
Oh no.
And flair and ability.
I know.
So yeah, we're talking about Lucho, so we might as well carry on. They beat, or it was a draw actually, Peru 1-1, and he scored on the back post. I don't know if you've seen the goal.
No.
Little striker's finish, to be quite honest with you.
I haven't seen it, no.
Flicked on from a corner, flicked on at the front post, and he just clinically jumps in for the diving header, slots it. Went absolutely mad. Yeah, a little diving header, lad. I went absolutely mad for his celebrations, and I was a little bit like, lad, don't injure yourself, lad.
Yeah, keep your energy,
yeah. You could even see it, like what you just said about his energy. You could see it in the celebration, lad. He was like, ah!
Yeah,
oh mad,
unleashed.
And then we'll talk about Trent now, yeah, because honestly, it's the first time he started that right back for England. You know that?
Is it the first one?
Time that he started, yeah.
Honestly, mate.
And lad, can you how he got man of the match, by the way? Just he got man of the match. Yeah, Kyle Walker's a fantastic player and being great for England and all of that.
Yeah, I think he's boss.
But now, in my opinion, is the time for Trent to start for England. He's been mismanaged there, lad. He's one of the best talents in the team. He absolutely needs to be played at right back.
Yeah, he's special, isn't he? You got to use your special players, especially when it comes to international footy. Like that's what all like the nations who don't have a great squad they like use. I know I'm not going to compare Bale and Wales to England and Trent, but he's a special player, and Trent's one of them special players who can just change the game. And when international teams, they don't have the flow, and when you don't have flow, you need someone to just. And then that pass, oh my God. He just split the whole of Ireland again. Honestly. Bosh. Honestly. It's mad. Honestly, mate. I couldn't believe that pass. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I don't like to see England beating Ireland, I can't lie. But that pass, lad, genuinely, I can't. I don't know if you watched the highlights and the commentators.
Yeah, I watched the extended one, yeah.
The commentators never even mentioned
I know.
it, lad.
Yeah, they were just talking about,
literally like, are you...
Good move from Gordon. I'm like...
I was like,
what do you mean, mate?
He's just split it through three. Like the pass, he comes from into the middle like he does for Liverpool in an inverted roll. He looks up, and it's like an outside curve with the middle of his boot, lads. It goes in between these two players, has a little bounce, and you just see Gordon meet it. And he should have buried it first time, in my opinion, to be quite honest with you. It should have been...
But who was in the goal?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Kelleher. Don't worry about it.
He's actually brilliant.
That was a Liverpool... Well, it was two Scousers and then Kelleher in goal. I thought that was a great little bit of play, that, wasn't it?
And actually, the pass led up. It was the catalyst for the first goal, because it was the key to unlocking the defence, and then we got the Rice finish at the end of it.
Yeah, a lovely finish, that.
Honestly, though, lads, like... The passing variety on display from Trent is just unbelievable.
It's just different, isn't it? He's just different. He's special.
Yeah,
that's it.
He's
that's
phenomenal.
What you get.
Yeah, he quite is. Did you see that interview about what Klopp said about his highlight reel? He said he doesn't even need goals in there because you can just watch him passing. The pass. It's that good.
I know.
There was a cross that he did to Harry Kane.
Oh, the pace on it.
Lad.
That and first time. I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
Like, we play footy, lads, yeah, so like, we understand that these type of things, lad.
And he's going away from goal.
Yeah, it's not to be taken for granted. Like, this is like real ability, like true world class ability.
I know.
It's the way he sees the pass and executes it on anything, on a spin of a penny, lad. It doesn't have to be perfect ball. It doesn't have to be rolling to him in the right way. He just finds the pass, and again, should have been better in that, in my opinion. Should have had two assists.
At least on target for his head, yeah.
That's why, honestly, it was mad watching that game, right? Because watching that was like, why didn't we play like this in the Euros? We could have done that in the Euros.
I know.
It was mad.
Yeah. That's what win your game. Yeah, players like that win your games, especially, as I said before, international teams. They don't have that much flow, and you don't have that much game time together.
There's no structure.
So you just need a few bits of quality, and that's what gets you through. And England got through a lot of games with a bit of quality from Kane now and again. It's not my favourite player, but
or Jude, or
but you just add in Trent, and you'll create more chances, because the chances that England created are just dire, like as in the amount.
And also, no disrespect now, lad, honestly, because I do think he's been a great player. Kyle Walker in the Euros had a shocker in lots of different instances, like where the ball came through his side so many times, and I know categorically, lad, if that was Trent for that English side, they would have been castrating him, mate. For
I know.
For all the, I know. So
I know it's hard to say that as well, innit? Because you're like, you don't want to be negative about it, but like
exactly.
at the same time, someone does Trent once. Oh well, like, just looking for it because he's that good.
Exactly.
You can't be that good, and then people just got to find things.
There's nobody in that England team that can pass the way Trent can. Nobody. There's only one player in the Premier League that can pass like Trent, and it's Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah,
and everyone hails him as one of the best midfielders that's ever played in the Prem. So respect on his name, and I think he'll start getting it now, honestly. I had Man United fans telling me how good his variety of passing was. They were listening like,
there you go.
Bro, he's that good.
I know. And this is why we've been moaning. The Liverpool fans like, what are England doing?
He's that good, lad.
I know.
Anyway, we love you, Trent. Please stay, lad. Don't go. Virgil's next up, lad. So they beat Bosnia and Herzegovina 5-2. And like as I said earlier, he had an interview after the game, and he said, "How are you feeling?" and stuff. And he said, "I want another World Cup." I love the confidence. You know, he didn't just say, "I'm good enough." He said, "I know I'm more than good enough, and I'm physically excellent at the moment, and I'm the captain of Liverpool, mate." Put some respect on Virgil's name.
And who else is he looking at in the centre back world? Going, who else is better than me? I mean, we mentioned Saliba.
That's a
great player.
Yeah.
But like, you can't even. You can pick one
Put
that's
them in
on
the
his level.
Who is better than Virgil right now? In the Premier League, in the world, anywhere. There will be some names. There will be some.
Who's in the top 5 defenders?
There,
I know. Like there's not that many of them.
Mickey van der Ven for Tottenham, but even so, like these are understudies in my opinion of Virgil.
Yeah,
they are. He is the yardstick for what a defender or a calm, composed defender should be nowadays.
Yeah, in the modern game, like the levels he's hit as this modern era of a game. You know, you talk about like Ferdinand being great for United or whatever. That's a different era of football, and they were the best in their era.
That's the yardstick.
But they weren't anywhere near as high as Virgil is in this era. You
know why I'm getting excited about that, right? Because I did something recently for Sport Bible, and we've done something comparing these two. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not allowed to yet.
Oh, nice.
But
I think I've got something coming up as well with them. But yeah.
And I said about John Terry being the yardstick, lad. Yeah, the yardstick for a passing out from the back. Ball playing defender, but now that's Virgil, and actually in the modern game he's a better footballer than John Terry. Doesn't mean that I'm saying that he's going to win all the same trophies and all this type of stuff. I'm not saying that, but I am saying he's a better player.
Yeah, the gap is bigger between Virgil and the rest, or what it was, a few years ago, wherever. He's still in his prime, or whatever. But
he's the player that you measure against. The same with Trent in the right back position, in my opinion, as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he seems really, honestly, raring to go and confident. So that's why another reason why we need to just give him a contract, because he seems like he's up for a fight, lad, for the next few years, and I'm game for it. When's the next World Cup? 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years.
So there you go, lad. He's saying, I'm going to be fit enough, and I'm going to be 35, and I'm going to be more than fit enough
to captain
play
my country as well, innit? Yeah.
How can you doubt a man like that, lad?
Give him a contract.
In his voice, lad, you know what I mean?
Get him. Who else we got?
We've got Gakpo, scored another little goal. He got the second highest rating in the team. He's always seemed to score for Netherlands.
Yeah,
he seems to unlock the potential for him, don't he, lad? Does well for them.
I think, that shows our quality as well. If he's, one of the best that Netherlands have got, and then he's just about in our team, in a round. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think I like him central as well. But
yeah,
I like Gakpo central, because I think he can afford to do his little flicks and that. Whereas out wide, I just want them to leg it.
Yeah. This slot roll is them short passes, lad. Oh, it's perfect for him. So he had a good little game. But you know who got the highest rating in that game? Ryan Gravenberch, lad.
Did he? Yeah.
Ryan Gravenberch, mate, has been our best.
Unlocked.
Unlocked is the way. What a way. Yeah, that's the way.
Unlocked him. Yeah.
Unlocked. Yeah. It's almost crazy to think, isn't it?
That
he's working in a Dutch system as a Dutch player, and he's playing great football.
I know, well, it makes sense on paper.
Who would have thought that? I think he's been phenomenal for us, to be honest with you. Him and Macher in that double pivot have been in revelation. But we'll talk about his performance for Netherlands. So yeah, he got the highest rating in the team. And I don't know if you've seen, about 2 years ago, this is a mad shout. This is mad, yeah.
Go on.
Van der Vaart, remember him?
Yeah, I know.
Little decent player. Yeah. He come out and said about Ryan Gravenberch, right, 2 years ago. And he said that he has better ability than Jude Bellingham in every department, and he doesn't understand how he's not being unlocked at the moment in these different clubs like Bayern Munich, right?
Oh, that's exciting me now.
And now, I'm not saying he's better than Jude Bellingham. Don't.
And now he's played 3 games.
Yeah, he's better. I'm not saying he's better than Jude Bellingham. But that is a mad shout. But we are seeing an absolute footballer right now, and he has been unlocked, and I love to see it for Liverpool, because last season it was one of them where he didn't quite fit into the system. You couldn't quite see where he was going to play. The centre mid role looked like he could fit, but also what is he going to?
I think he lacked a bit of sharpness on the ball as well. I think, but maybe that's confidence as well. And the way he plays is a bit leggy.
Yeah,
it's not like beautiful technique. I don't think it's a bit like, I'm in an awkward spot, let me just roll out of it, and then he just rolls out of another one. And he likes, he rolls, doesn't he? Yeah, love it.
Would you say he's our new Genie?
Yeah, he's a bit like Genie, just for the energy and the way he gets around the pitch. But Soberslai's energy, I love that as well. You know
he's been playing incredible in the number 10 role. It's almost like, I said this right, and we'll talk about it in a second because we're going to talk about slot system and clock system. But honestly, the lease of life that we've seen from Ryan has been incredible. He's the 6 that we wanted. Yeah, without realising that's what we wanted. So yeah, that's how the lads.
But I love Endo as well, by the way.
Yeah, we love him.
I think Endo's quality, but time will tell, innit? But you need your strength. You need your depth, and we'll see.
We're absolutely going to need, like we're talking about Gakpo then. We're absolutely going to need Gakpo. We're going to need Endo. It's a long old season like we've seen like last year. Kelleher was in goal for longer than Ali, lad.
I know.
Connor Bradley was playing like longer than Trent. Like we need these lads to bulk the team out. It's important for us. So. Yeah. Next one. So next topic we're going to talk about is.
Are we forgetting the goalies? No.
Oh right, I'm so sorry. I've got a goalie with me, lad. How dare I do that?
Come on.
Do you know what? Tell me, my goalie consultant.
No, yeah. So we had Kelleher.
Yeah.
Obviously played against England. We spoke about it. He made 7 saves in that game,
and one of them was a 1-1.
There you go. Yeah, the 1-on-1 for Trent. But he knew that he saw Trent have the ball at the back and was like, it's going to be a 1-on-1.
Yeah, he knew straight away. Like.
Yeah, there you go. But no, he made 2 decent saves. Obviously, he made 7, but some of them are straight at him. That's fine. But he just looks like more of a man, more confident. Ireland love him. He got their player of the match, so to speak. After the game, they post on Instagram, just no caption, just tagged Kelleher, looking good. Yeah, and he's in those tights like Alisson. Not loads of goalies wear the full tights on grass now because Premier League pitches are lovely little. You're never gonna get burnt on them, but he wears the full blue. I don't know, just something about it. Yeah, it's the Ali era of it's like the silkiness, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Makes him move smoother, and the aerodynamics as well, maybe.
He might be a hairy man, lad, so it just cuts through the air.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, and then Ali clean sheet, and he made a 1v1 Ali save, and then Saliba, I think it was it Saliba? He's Brazilian, right? No, it's not Saliba. It's the other one for Arsenal. Gabriel cleared it off the line, but Ali played all right, but that game was a bit boring. I watched extended highlights. I was like, there's nothing here.
This is
but anyway, goalies are looking good.
I like honestly, Kelleher for me is another one, lad, where I'm like, do we keep him or let him go? Because he's just so good. He's so good that I think he's too good to be a second.
He's on the cusp now. He needs to go get Premier League minutes. I know he had some with us with the injuries and that, and he's getting loads of cup games, but he's at that level now. But with signing that new goalie for next season, the Georgian guy, that's just a bit. I think that's a bit of all right, Kelleher, this is one last season. We need you for all the cup competitions, and then we've got a better conversation for you in the next pre-season, whether you go on loan, because we've got cover, or depending on Ali's situation, I think Ali's fine for another season and a bit. So.
I also think he could be at a Premier League, not a promoted team. I think a team I don't know, Brentford, for example. Brentford would be a great start for him to go to a Fulham, and Aston Villa even. I know they got that type of.
He might move though, innit? Do you mean? Never know. You might get a big move. So.
A bigger club is what I'm talking about.
I think he can. Yeah,
West
I think
Ham,
mid-table. I think defo. Yeah,
he can work there.
It's exciting, but it's good cover. Good cover.
He's brilliant.
I know, but the drop off with Ali, even in the world of goalkeepers, is tough to find.
It's just mad.
Someone to match him.
You need 2 football teams. You actually do. Yeah. You need 2 football teams
especially
to win
at the top
things.
And Champions League and all that stuff. Yeah, and the new Champions League.
So I'd love to keep him, but whether he's going to play second fiddle after we buy a new goalkeeper and that as well, we'll see, lad. But I'd love to keep him. He's done really well though for us.
Anyway, shout out to the goalies there.
Yeah, that's our goalie consultant, Joe. Sorry about that, lad. So moving on, we've got Liverpool's next 5 games, and we're still going to talk about Ryan and the others' form because they're going to be very important going into the next 5 games. So I'll list them out for you. We've got Forest at home, AC Milan away, Bournemouth at home, West Ham at home, and then Wolves away. So in my opinion, 5 winnable games.
I just see Milan away and go, ooh.
Even that,
nice,
I think you could do that, lads. I still think
go
away and beat them, lads, to be quite honest with you.
I mean, yeah, I always look at the fixtures and go, yeah, we probably should win every game, but those 5, and then you get a little European away in there. Like that's just nice, isn't it?
It is nice.
It's exciting at this early on as well, isn't it?
What are you thinking about the new structure of the Champions League?
I mean, it's no one likes change, doesn't it? But
No.
like I think we'll see, and they could just revert back next season. Yeah. But I don't know what reasons it's for. I mean, they'll tell you whatever.
More games, more money, more excitingness.
I know, yeah, but it's you can't manufacture that, and I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. But also, look at me now, going,
excited.
Milan away. I know. Yeah,
it is quite cool in a way to play lots of different teams in the Champions League. I can't lie. The fact that we're playing. Was it 8 teams that we're playing?
Yeah,
and they're all different.
Yeah, and you're going, home here, away there. You're not having the return leg with them, and that's just
yeah. Let's see what happens with it. But yeah, going forward into these next 5 games, who do you think are going to be the most important figures for the games to take us into victory, lad?
Lucho, innit, for me. It's got to be. He's just magic, isn't he? And hopefully he comes back and all his energy's fine and that, and he's replenished. But Gravenberch, innit? You know, we were talking about him. Yeah. And going, he's... well, I think he's under the microscope a bit more now. Like I think people are waiting for him to drop off, or not waiting for him to drop off, but like hoping he doesn't drop
almost
off.
Like how he scored already. Like, how have you?
Yeah, is this a fluke? Have you just got like Soberslide had that little run of games, and we were like, and he scored the belter goal and that, and then we were like, oh hello, you know what I mean?
Because for me, what the major difference was that we seen in United was his physicality, lad. The amount of times he won that ball back was insane. However, not to minimise his performance because it was phenomenal. We're not going to play Man United every week. And we're not going to play Casemiro every week with misplaced passes every 2 seconds.
They were
terrible, lads. They were. I'm not saying that because the Man United, they just were structurally unsound. They were terrible.
And Slots, and then Slot give him a 30-second, this is how you do United. Yeah. And everyone's, loads of people who aren't Liverpool fans have spoke to me about that. Oh, did you see that interview where Slot just like broke down United? Them. Yeah, I know.
If you want to beat another baldy, this is how you do it, lads, yeah? I know. Mad. And so I think, I agree, lad. I think Salah, Lucho, and the double pivot. That's the double pivot for me has been the major component.
The difference.
That's changed the team. So we'll talk about that right now. So Klopp and Slot's system. How are them two different? So for me, it's the short passes. Right, it's incredibly short passes though. It's almost like
slow as well. Right,
it's very slow build up. Yeah, and then all of a sudden, quick transition, lad. Yeah. We're in on goal. It's 1 or 2 passes, and we scored a goal. It's insane. You've seen it against Ipswich. Boom, 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 boom.
The patterns, and it's like the patterns, and then we hit Ali, and then Ali just hits Mo short, and Mo cuts in, and it happened like 4 times in one game. Like, how can you not defend against that? But when you think about it, it's like you can't really press Ali because he'll just give it to Van Dijk. Yeah. You can't really get close to Salah because he'll just roll you. And if you do get close to him, he's massive. Like, he's massive, isn't he?
He's a tank.
And I love it. Just Ali's pinging him, like with a 100-mile-an-hour ball, by the way. And Salah's just pinging it, giving it to Gravenberch or whoever's in that little pivot. And we're out. Yeah. And I'm like, it seems so simple, football, doesn't it?
It does, lad.
Well, when it goes right, anyway.
I said it's almost like Arne Slot is like a consultant, a football consultant, yeah? And he's come in and he's
swagger.
Like, Klopp's done a great job, yeah? But the numbers are a little bit down, just a little bit, lad, and it doesn't mean that he hasn't done a great job, but I'm a professional, so I'm just going to make sure the numbers get a little bit higher, yeah? Yeah. And this is how you do it, mate. Pass the ball.
I know, pass the ball slowly, and then change the pace of it, and then you're in on goal. But the thing is, he's fine-tuning, and like he's said many times, we're not that dissimilar, but there's small differences, but the baseline, I think the philosophy and the baseline is there, but I think with any top team, you're going to inherit a good squad that are like keen to like attack. Like, as Liverpool, as a notorious like team who just like love attacking and don't like technical managers that like really, dumb us down. We want that heavy metal thing, don't we?
We do.
But now it seems it's like a little bit of a a symmetry
between
the
chaos.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
What it is, lad.
Yeah.
It's I seen John Barnes say this, and I totally agree with him. On Sky Sports, he said that the high press and the intensity has not left the game at all, but the control has entered. It's come into Slot's system, and you're seeing it with the pass accuracy that we're getting. Like, was it 92% pass accuracy?
It'll be because the
short passes, right?
The short and the slower, but the more calculated, aren't they? Whereas, I suppose we were a bit more on feeling it. But I'm sure Klopp did say, like, can we try these patterns?
Yeah, of course.
But when a new manager comes in, you're extra concentrated. No one knows what's going to happen. Everyone wants the team not to drop off. and not to feel like, oh, Klopp's left and, you know, so-and-so's not signed a contract. So everyone's just trying to, you know, not playing in fear. They're just playing with more concentration than ever. Focus. And maybe they'll have had a good break, haven't they, and just ready to go.
Spot on that, you know, Joe. He plays football himself properly all the time, so he knows about the pre-season and stuff. I think that's exactly why Ryan's doing well, you know. He's focused. Yeah. He's absolutely focused. He knows he's got an opportunity and he's ready to take it. He's ready to seize his chance, essentially.
But it's a long season, so we'll see.
Massive season, and we see.
And we tired, didn't we? Bad. Yeah. I think the last 8 games last season. I think it was after that United's FA Cup one. We just, the energy looked just gone.
It did. One thing I do want to see from the team, because this was, in my opinion, Jurgen Klopp's best attribute that he gave to the team, was his ability to fight back and come back from deficits. Yeah. That is Klopp's best attribute, and that was because he played with heart and he was personable with the players. And he had that emotional side to the game. That's when we were at our best, actually, in my opinion, under Klopp, was when we were emotional and fired up, lad. And we have yet to see Liverpool even concede a goal.
Well, like, I know, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, I know.
We used to see us concede the first goal for like 17 games in a row. Like, it was like, it didn't matter who we played, we concede first. And now Arne Slot has just controlled it, and we have not one. Yeah. Not once, lads.
But it'll be interesting to see how Slot reacts to that, because I think Klopp, actually Klopp's substitutions were probably a bit later than everyone wanted, in looking back at his era. But he was on passion, wasn't he, Klopp? And those coming back from behind, I think the passion was unreal. But I don't know if Slot will have the same mentality, or he'll be like super technical about how we come back from games, and that might affect us coming back, because sometimes it's not a technical team talk, it's just a passion one, and who's going to give the rest. And actually, you've been quiet on the bench, you get on, Elliot, go and do whatever you do, not like let me overanalyze these, you know, situations. So we'll see. I don't know.
He's not a very emotional man so far, from what I've seen from Arne.
No, and that's like, when he first came in, I was like, oh, that's, you know, that's
like clinical, isn't he?
Yeah. I know but he is. You never know, innit? Because he's super focused, and the media as well. I know we're going to chat about how he's, you know, how he's dealing with it. Like, is he being too open in a way?
How do you think Arne Slot's dealt with the media and the pressure so far of being Liverpool manager?
I think he's dealt with it well, but I think maybe he's a bit over sharing with the media, like as in that United interview, how he broke them down. I'm thinking, you know,
don't give our secrets away, lad.
No, and I think but also that right there, sitting at United, oh yeah, so and so wants to interview with you because you've just battered United with your tactics, mate. Imagine like how good you'd feel and how much you wanted to share with the world. But I think obviously he's been trained to not say anything controversial or whatever. He's done that anyway. He's a professional guy. Like, we know he's clinical and he's coming in. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I think, we've got to remember, like, he is living his best life right now. He's Liverpool manager, but there's more pressure on him than ever. But he doesn't seem like, he's not sweating. Even, you know what? He hasn't got that shiny head. Honestly, his head's not that shiny, it's good. He's not sweating that much. It's just matte finish. He must put a little powder on it or something.
Honestly, he's just relaxed. Remember, there was a question at an interview, I asked him, right? And he said, "Are you nervous?" And he said, "No." And he said, "Why aren't you nervous? It's against United. You're playing your biggest rivals." And he said, "Because I prepared this team with my staff, and I'm happy with how they prepared. I believe in the footballers that are going on the pitch, the players. So why would they be scared? These are fantastic players. I've prepared them well. We've done a great job."
Yeah. And then the players go and do it as well. Like, but he understands that it's not mind control, innit? I can try and get the best out of him, but like, I've done everything and I'm ready. I love that, innit?
It is.
Waltzing in and then he's waltzing out going, told you.
Yeah.
I was ready, wasn't
I? Also, this is how we did it.
Yeah, I know. And then, but also I think from a novice's point of view, it's easy to see, like, you know, us nicking the ball back and being, but when you're clinical, it's easy to give a team talk and go, this is the game plan. But I think, as it goes on, I don't know if he'll overshare as much.
Or become a little bit more emotional. Or it's just a very different manager to Klopp.
But he's playing the media well, though, because they want more and more. And obviously, new manager in the Premier League, the media. I mean, the press boxes will be full. You know, the press conferences are like, everyone wants a little bit of a slot. And they were just waiting for the cracks to show, aren't they?
Yeah,
Liverpool off it again.
Of course they are. Yeah. If the first time we lose a game, lad, there'll be cameras right on his face, lad, about, how you okay, bro?
And then we'll see how Slot manages that. Hopefully he's not a bit ratty and doesn't blame people, because, you know, he did say about Quanta, didn't he? And I thought, but you know what? Klopp did drag Lovren off and a few others in his time.
Klopp
so
was ruthless,
we'll
you know,
see.
lad. Klopp was
yeah.
proper ruthless, just in a nice way. He's like, you're not good enough, lad. Do you want to come off?
Yeah.
With his
no,
hand slot's like, off, lad. Come off, lad. Yeah.
Not good enough.
Yeah.
Jules.
Yeah,
He loves saying Jules, doesn't he?
And having said that, Quanta did come out and made comments about that afterwards and said everything that he said to me was reasonable and fair. So I'm okay with it.
He understands.
Exactly the attitude that I want to hear, lad. That's brilliant, that.
Great.
But yeah, Arne Slot has done fantastically well so far. Coming into the Liverpool job, he's took over Klopp's system. He's inherited some of the pressing, some of the high intensity, but he's made his own stamp on it with some control and stability. And no goals conceded, mate. That's insane. What more do you want? What more? This is the perfect start to a Liverpool season. The only thing that has ruined it is the international break, taking our momentum away, because it would have been lovely to just carry on going. So let's hope that we can pick it up in September against Nottingham Forest, which is going to be on Saturday, I believe, at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So let's hope we
down there,
pick
home,
But just as we were talking about Klopp, I've got an eyelash in my eye. That's just as we were talking about Slot and Klopp. Klopp went back to Dortmund, lad. Did you see that?
Yeah.
How heartbreaking was that?
No, you know when you see something and you think, am I seeing that right? Yeah. And then I searched it and was like, oh, okay, it's just a testimonial.
Yeah, it was only a testimonial.
No, honestly, like you see it for the first time without any context, and you're like, oh my God, he's back. And then all the newspapers, every article, they don't write it the testimonial, do they? They go, Klopp returns, homecoming, I know, but like it's, I don't think Klopp isn't like, well, we're behind him now. And it's like, it's fine, isn't it? People going, oh, it's too soon. I can't believe he done that. Honestly, reading it in WhatsApp groups, I'm like, it's fine. He's just living his life, isn't he? Yeah. I mean, little testimonial, he's a passionate guy. He wants a little bit as well, isn't he?
I like seeing it, lad. It's one of them. Wherever Klopp, to be honest with you, lad, if Klopp goes and manages anybody, I'm a supporter of that team.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It doesn't matter who it is, lad.
Well, no one in the Premier League, but he did say on record, I'd never do the Premier League team. But also, we could face him in the Champions League. That'd be mad, that, wouldn't it?
No, that would.
But he'd get such an applause. But you know what? It's like, when Suarez returned to Anfield, for that, 4-0 win, wasn't it? Yeah, we absolutely forgot about Suarez. We absolutely went, nah. You're not us any, like, as in, for this game at least,
both of them got smoke, lad.
There you go.
Poor lads.
Sorry, lads.
That made us sad, lads, to see him in the Dortmund thing, and he had an interview afterwards, lad, and he just said, this looks right? It looks good. And I was just like, yeah, it does, lad, it does, but just...
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
He looked younger in a way as well. I don't know.
Because he's happy, and he's just chilling. Probably dyed his hair a little bit, lad. He's not going great from watching Liverpool all the time, getting stressed out by City.
Exactly, there was his glory years as well. He was a young manager, relatively unproven, doing his best work, innit? That's what he made. He made his name at Dortmund. He did.
Cemented himself into legendary status, lad.
Yeah, he did.
In my opinion.
Well, we seen him, and we went, we'll have him, innit? So there you go.
I remember the day he signed. Anyway, enough reminiscing. Yeah.
Doubted a believer. We're there already, aren't we?
And now we believe, and now Arne Slot's took over, lad, and he's gonna be the Bob Paisley to your Shankly brother. Let's hope.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, sadness. Just dead quick before we finish, I'm just going to get a quick few thoughts on the Saturday's game from Joe, just because we are going to do a preview, yeah? I think it'll be Thursday or Friday, and that'll be with Gilly and Mario, so you're going to get a bit more of an in-depth analysis and talk about the team and whatnot. But while Joe's with us right now, I think it'd be nice to just get his predictions for the game, what formation, the starting lineup, and yeah.
Everything, everything
so
for me.
What predictions?
I always go like 3-0, 4-0 for most games.
Is that Anfield,
right? So, like I'll go 4-0.
4-0.
Yeah, 4-0. And I don't think we can change the team again, can we? I think no one's injured. I mean, McAllister. We got McAllister, question mark. But just go with the same team. And I'd be very surprised if he's changed anything to do with the first 3 games, to be honest with you.
So Endo could start if Macha doesn't?
Yeah, easily he'll slot in, but yeah, that's a different... That'll affect the team quite a lot, actually.
I agree, lad.
But saying that, 3 games, we only got 3 90 minutes. They were nearly perfect 90 minutes for a new manager. So
beautiful, lad.
We'll see. I think, I just can't wait for just Dijk, Staluccio, Bosch, innit? And just play with no fear, innit? But the thing is as well, that I think we'll see more patience and more like what we were talking about the slow passes and that. I think we'll see more than that than ever at home to Forest. Should be.
Yeah.
And also Forest, I don't know if they're in the mindset of let's have a go, or let's absolutely not have a go
And
at
just
Liverpool.
yeah.
But then, because I think that'll be more difficult, wouldn't it? If they
said
sat
that,
in,
right?
but yeah.
Slot, in my opinion, has already proved that he can break down a low block in the Ipswich game. That was a low block.
Yeah.
The first half, they came at us. Second half, it was a low block. Same with Brentford towards in a certain part of the game.
Yeah.
There's low blocks in there, lad.
Yeah, the management to tease them out. I know it's like dead simple to say that, but like when a team has the ball for 5 minutes, like 5 whole minutes,
That's
like
a long time.
you get
on a
leggy
football
and you go,
pitch.
actually, yeah, we'll press Trent,
Yeah.
and then okay, there's the gap, and we're out.
Done.
So
That's exactly what that's a system, innit?
yeah,
But yeah, I think that's the show for us today, lads. I think we've talked about everything that we can in an international break. Please keep an eye out for the preview with Gilly and Mario. And if you haven't seen the vlog from when we beat Man United, please go and watch it because it's hilarious. It was me, Gilly, and Mario. A little bit drunk, little bit batty, yeah.
Seen that,
just screaming our heads off because it was just glorious. Who doesn't like to beat the Manx, lad?
soak it up. Yeah,
So exactly, lad. Go and
Easy.
drink it in again, lad. Get ready for the game on Saturday. We're gonna carry this momentum on, yeah. But round of applause for our Joe because he's phenomenal again, lads. Come in as a star guest, lad, and substituted in, lad. And he's done great again.
Cheers.
Thank
Thanks
you very
for
much
having
for
me, mate.
turning up, lads. It's been
Love
great.
our chats, mate.
Saved the channel again, lad. Hey.
Saved it. Is that a goalie pun?
Yeah,
It is.
exactly.
I know.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Nice one.
Like and subscribe and all that. See you in a bit.
Bye.